guys, welcome back to BL World Drama, your go-to source for the juiciest scandals in the world of BL and GLs. From trending hashtags to sizzling social media drama, I've got it all. Join me as I dive deep into the lives of your favorite stars with exclusive updates, secrets, and interviews that will keep you hooked. Subscribe now, ring the bell, and let's dive into the glitz, the glam, and the scandalous world of BL and GLs. So let's get right into it. So, Idol Factory released a statement today again, and it's a continuation from the statement of yesterday. So, yesterday they were talking about the battle box sets from Taobao company. So, their statement today was released in Thai and in Chinese version, but there wasn't any English versions. So I sourced and I have like a couple of people who translated it in English, but they were basically saying the same thing. So I am going to read one of their translations and you guys can know what they were talking about. So like I'll first like read like the full statement, and then I'll break down what the statement like said as a whole, like for a short version, because like when I read the translation it kind of is confusing. So I will give you like the main points of what the statement talks about. So this is how the statement says in the English version. Recently, Taobao has received a large number of targeted malicious complaints and reports about this activity. We hereby declare that in order to thank all fans for their strong support and expectations for artists and brands, our company and brand still intend to host this live broadcast event. The company and the brand still intend to operate this live event happening in order to thank all fans who have supported the artist and the brand so well throughout, but due to the regulations of the online community of the application, the brand is required to take action to remove the artist's image. But it continues to operate under the artist's name only, and the brand will still operate live broadcast as per the original schedule. The company and brand would like to thank all the fans who responded and supported this activity. Please wait for the channel and live broadcast activities from the brand. So, in short, like what that statement like spoke on, it spoke on like there are a lot of fans. I'm guessing, I'm not sure, allegedly Chinese fans like made so many complaints on Taobao, fake complaints reports on Taobao, and allegedly complaints. I'm not sure, I haven't seen any screenshot or any image or any video to show that like the complaints. So I will say allegedly. And then Idol Factory and Taobao will still go forward with the live. The live, I think it's supposed to happen on the 26th of this month. So they will still go on with the live, whether or not, regardless of the complaints. And then they said Taobao have taken Fren and Becky's photo out of their product, but they will still keep their name and everything to like sell the product. The only thing that they have taken out is their images. So the live, they said the live is still at the same date and the same time, and they thanked fans for their support and for supporting the girls and their brands, both Idol Factory and Taobao. So here is what I feel like now. Now, these are my opinions, and you might not agree with them, but I'm still like going to say them because I'm curious why like they would remove like Friends and Becky's images but still like retain their name on their product. So essentially like Taobao is saying that they still want to maintain a connection with like FreenBecky's popularity while dissociating themselves from any controversy or negative perceptions linked to them. Essentially, this this is not 100% true, but this is what I think, because it's a delicate balancing between capitalizing on the celebrity's fame and the mitigating potential risks. Like, they still know that FreenBecky, like, it's a huge name, so they don't want to necessarily miss out 100% on like using their fame, but they don't want to also put like their faces to show that they stand with them. I don't know. I don't. I hope you guys are understanding me. Like, they're between the fence. They want to use them, but they don't want to necessarily seem like they're using them. So, like, on one hand, they want to make sure that they preserve the commercial appeal of their product, that people still will buy their product because they know, like, this product is from FreenBecky. But on the other hand, like, distance themselves, like, from like potentially disappointing like fans when they see that they still like work with FreenBecky. Like, when you go and buy a product, necessarily when you go to their site and then you see like their faces, you would actually like be, oh, this company is working with these people and these people are accused of this and this and this and this. So you will necessarily like blacklist the company. But if you don't see their faces, how many people go ahead and look on the site to make sure to read every single thing? Because you can see that their name is written like, it's so little, it's not huge. They would have put like a huge name there and said FreenBecky like box set, but they didn't. It's so little down here. So if you are going through the site like in a hurry and all that, you wouldn't necessarily see like it's the FreenBecky box set. You'll just look at what it contains and buy it. I don't know if, because these are not clothes. You don't look at like everything on the clothes. I hope you understand. So, like, this move is like, it's business like, whereby they are saying that, yeah, we have the stock and we still have to move the stock, and these people are still famous and like they have a huge following, so people will still probably buy their products. But in case like they don't buy it, or in case like something else happens, we won't necessarily have their faces on our products, so we won't face like backlash. So like, it's a preventive measure on their part. But what does it say about them? Because if you are like hanging on the fence, you are 50-50. It's like you are not actually taking a stand. So this is the same problem I had like a few days when people came for me when I said that the Corinthians women football match were just using Becky because they realized like the amount of press releases around her being in Brazil, and they wanted to capitalize on her name to make sure like fans bought tickets to go watch that football match because they knew Becky will be part of it. So this is the same thing. I feel like they are using them because they know like we already made the products probably, and they do have like a huge fan base, so they're banking that the people who are hating might probably be like 5%, and like the people who still stand with Friend and Becky are like 95%. So like, they're banking that this 95% will just buy the products, because like we know that the people who are like hating, they feel like are the loudest. So as long as they do see their faces, they will continue being loud. But if they don't see their faces, they won't be loud. And that's the problem. It's not a matter of seeing their faces. I don't know, I'm not part of like the people who made the complaints, but I do believe like it's not a matter of them seeing their faces, it's the matter of them being associated with the product. And I don't think that this would necessarily make them stop still sending reporting and making the complaints. I don't think it will make them stop now that you've removed their faces but have still retained their names and have still retained the products. So that is, and this has angered like a lot of fans, because they're saying that Chinese fans, allegedly Chinese fans, are doing too much now because they should let things go. They feel like it's time for Idol Factory to pack up and leave from the Chinese market. Like it's not worth it. They're saying that Idol Factory needs to let like the Chinese fans breathe, and like the Chinese fans like forget this thing, or maybe like come to terms with the whole issue, and like, or wait for the case to like to finish up first and all that, so that they can get closure, and then Idol Factory can go back to the Chinese markets. Because now it's like the this is the third thing, because first it was the concert which was cancelled, and then the King Power event, and then this now Taobao, the battle boxes. And I feel like this is not the end, because as long as Idol Factory and Friend decide to choose to decide to remain silent, like this thing will follow her career, and like Idol Factory will suffer monetary wise, because at the end of the day they need Friend to make themselves money. So, and this will also affect Becky, because at most of the times FreenBecky is a package deal. So if ever people are upset with Friend and they don't want to see Friend some places, and those brands like want them together, Becky is going to suffer, because Becky is going to have to lose on the deal, unless like these brands start to separate them and they start giving them different works. Then at least now we can say that she will at least be able to detach herself from like whatever negative impact or whatever is coming Friend's way. So it is a tough place for like Becky fans. It is a tough place for Becky. It is a tough place for Friend. It is a tough place for Friend fans. It is a tough place for Idol Factory, and it is a tough place for the FreenBecky fandom as a whole, because it will get to a point whereby either Friend will have to choose herself or Becky will have to choose herself, and it will mean like the end of the FreenBecky fandom, which isn't bad, because every person needs to grow in their own way. But whatever they were doing together was working, even though it had like a lot of lies and deceit. But they are like a very good duo from what I have seen, even though it might not have necessarily been done in the right way. But like they have amassed like a huge following, and people do love them together. So it means like they have seen like some star quality with them as a team. So like whichever way this goes, it is still going to affect so many people. And my advice will be, first for Taobao to first like make a stance, either choose to stand with the girls or don't stand with the girls at all, because you had already made a mistake by first introducing like different box sets for each of the girls, and then one together allegedly. I don't know about this, it's not confirmed. And again, for you choosing to remove their images but still keep their name, it feels like you are using them and capitalizing on their fame and don't necessarily care about them, which is also wrong. But because I do believe at the end of the day you are businessmen and you're supposed to do what is good for your business, and you have gone through like expenses to make sure that those products are made and done that, so you want to get your money back. So I do understand that part. And on another part, I would like for Idol Factory to take a step back, like stop giving, like taking these brand deals from people, especially from the Chinese market, or even other brands. Like, some people are still shitting on those brands whenever friend is considered. So I would actually like you for you to make friend take a step back, maybe focus on her acting, find her different projects to act on and all that. Make sure that she's going to like her acting classes, make sure she's going for her English classes, make sure she's going for her Chinese classes. Like, make sure she's doing everything to be busy, apart from you giving her brands whereby fans like go and humiliate her and then the brands are taken from her. It's not a good show, because it will like at the end affect her star quality and her brand quality, because brands will be afraid to go after her, because they will be afraid that they will start the talks and do all that, sign a contract, and then later on they have to like pull off from her and like cancel the contract, which will be also a waste of their money, a waste of their time, a waste of friends' money, and a waste of friends' time. So it will be like a huge mistake, and also like it's not good for her mental health, because she would feel like she's taking a step forward, and then you guys, this happens, people come and put hateful complaints, or not, sometimes not even hateful, like just make complaints and all that, and then a brand is taken from her and then she starts from square one. So it will destroy her mental health, and right now, like, we have to take mental health very seriously. So we should make sure that she's in a safe space of mind, and for you to keep her, to put her in a position where she's yanked down every single time she stands up, it's actually really, really bad. So I don't know if the live will actually happen on the 26th of this month. I don't know if like fans will stop making the reports now that their faces are taken off, and I don't know if there will be another statement to actually cancel this brand deal completely, or to cancel it on friends side only, or to cancel it on both girls. So I will be waiting to hear. If any information does come out, I will let you guys know. So please comment and tell me what you think about this whole thing, about this Taobao thing. And I mean exactly them removing their faces but not removing their names. What do you think about that? Other things, please, you've talked about it, we'll talk about it in another video. I just want to know your comments, or your opinions on this specific issue, why you think Taobao has removed their images but not their names, and is still going on with like their contract with FreenBecky. So if you haven't subscribe, turn on the post notification, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.